In 1995, the world would get its first glimpse of one of the greatest bodybuilders to ever do it.
Is Dexter Jackson from Jacksonville, Florida, who looks like a real athlete, Sean.
And when you say that, what we're talking about is shape, structure, harmony of the muscles. The key operative word here is genetics. We can't pick our parents, but he was very lucky to get the parents that he had.
Dexter the Blade Jackson would win his light heavyweight division and quickly announced to me that his dream was to stand on the Olympia stage and compete with the world's best.
Very happy Dexter Jackson. Step on over here, Dexter. I'll give you a second to catch your breath. I can remember back in 1988 when you were telling me, Sean, I'm going to be there someday. You used to be a bantamweight. Is that right? Did I read that right? You won a bantamweight contest at one time in your career?
That's correct.
And then you moved up to middleweights. Now you're a legitimate light heavyweight, and you won the light heavyweight championship. What's going to happen from here?
I plan to put on both sides. Hopefully compete against you one day.
Over the next 20 years, Dexter Jackson would do just that. And along the way, this 50-year-old bodybuilder would rack up a record 9 Arnold Classic titles, 5 of them in Columbus, Ohio, which is a record. The other 4 he would gain by traveling to countries like Brazil, Australia, Spain, and South Africa.
Sean right here with the 2015 Arnold Classic Europe champion, Dexter the Blade Jackson, racking up the Arnold Classic title.
Dexter has gone on to win a record 29 professional bodybuilding titles throughout his illustrious career.
I mean, Dexter's a seasoned pro out here on the road, man, and this is nothing new to him. And it's just amazing, again, to where, you know, people say age is nothing but a number.
The modern-day Iron Man, the Albert Beckles and Vince Taylor of bodybuilding at the tender age of 50. This year, Dexter Jackson has announced his final competition will take place in September at the Mr. Olympia competition in Las Vegas. I had the privilege following Dexter and his career around the world, where not only would he gain the 2008 Mr. Olympia title by defeating Jay Cutler,
Dexter Jackson! How about a big hand for all our winners tonight?
he would go on to vanquish nearly every bodybuilder he stood next to. At the same time, a dedicated family man, Dexter would go on to promote Dexter Jackson Classics in Tennessee and in Florida, develop his Team Blade training business in order to give back to the sport that has been so gracious to him over the years. Dexter has represented many companies and many brands throughout his 20-year bodybuilding career. And in September, the curtain will finally close on the Blade as he walks into the next chapter of his life at the age of 50. While every so often we get a glimpse at history, sometimes by design and others by accident, one thing the bodybuilding and fitness community will forever remember is Dexter the Blade Jackson and what he brought to the sport and the legacy he will leave behind.
Stuff like that about some of the achievements that I made, I'm like, wow, did I do that? See, that's just how much I'm not really focused on that right now. I'm just worrying about my career. And then when I'm done, I'll sit back and reflect and be like, you know, damn, I did have an amazing career.